Hey everybody, Joker here with another video. This time bringing you guys yet another Star Wars figure review, and yes, I am finally back to my normal review space. Not a large figure review today, but instead a very average one, I guess you could say. Average in height at least, and that is the Star Wars Saga Legends Stormtrooper. Really cool figure, I must say. One of my favorite Stormtrooper figures that I own. The Stormtroopers are a character, I guess you could say, that has been made many times in the past. Starting all the way back in the original vintage 1977 Star Wars toy line, all the way up through the vintage collection. We've gotten tons and tons of different versions of Stormtroopers, but this one here might just be my very favorite Stormtrooper. But before I get into the figure itself, let's show you guys the card back real quick as I zoom out. And you can see up there a nice little I presume to be some kind of digital painting or something like that of a Stormtrooper. Very cool. It says Saga Legends. As you can see, two, I guess you could consider accessories. I don't, because the figure can't use them. But anyway, there's the Galactic Battle Game card, and behind there is a die and stand, so that's that. I don't really care for the Galactic Battle Game myself. And it is SL25. You can see the little Imperial symbol, and it says Stormtrooper, and behind there it says Troop. Includes blaster. Really? Anyway, on the back of the card, an image of the figure and a reference photo from Episode 4. A little read-up on the Stormtroopers, pretty much saying they're the will of the Empire, and, you know, Iron Fist, whatever. Totally obedient, all the stuff that you need to know about a Stormtrooper, pretty much, and some other figures that were available at the time, including Darth Vader, Yoda, R2-D2, and actual Darth Vader. That one says Darth Vader, but that's just Hayden Christensen. Anyway, enough with the card back. Let's get on to the figure itself. Like I said, really cool figure. One of my favorite Stormtrooper figures that I own. This body is not the first time, I believe, that Hasbro used this base Stormtrooper body for a figure, but I think this is one of the best times that they used it. As you can see, the detail on this guy is really nice. The paintwork on him is spot on, really. As far as I've noticed, I can't find any paint flaws on mine. Everything's really clean, which is a requirement, especially for the helmet region. You can see there, looks very nice. Going all the way around. The sculpted detail is pretty good too. It is just a Stormtrooper, so there's not much opportunity for new details to be sculpted in, but it gets the job done. And this is the pre-ball hinged hips Stormtrooper body, and I actually like this Stormtrooper body over the ball hinged hip ones like we got in the vintage collection, purely because I think that the ball hinged hip ones make the sculpt look pretty weird in the hip section. I don't know, it's just me personally. I prefer for it to look nice and not have that extra bit of articulation, and have the extra bit of articulation and make it look off. So speaking of articulation, let's talk about what he has. He has a ball hinged hip, or not hip, a ball hinged head. That would be a little bit weird if he had a hip on his head, on his neck. As you can see, the helmet is not removable, which is actually offers really nice range of movement. You can see you can look up quite a bit. Definitely far more than if he had a sculpted face and head, and this was a removable helmet. So another reason why I really like this figure. So you can look up quite a bit. You can look down a decent amount too. So you know, you can have him looking down, maybe some Jawas or some Ewoks, whatever you want him to look at. And of course you can rotate full 360. He's got shoulders, you can do that, in and out, up and down, all around. He has elbows, typical articulation in the arms, really. You can spin it all the way around, give him to point and flex, and he has swivel wrists. here, the diaphragm, he has a diaphragm joint. He does not have a waist swivel. Instead, he has this diaphragm joint, which is kind of hit or miss, to be honest. Something that I've noticed on Stormtroopers that use this base body, and this is not just this particular trooper. I have other, I think another trooper that has the same problem, where if he's in a certain spot, then the diaphragm joint is pretty loose. If I can, if this thing wants to, there we go. Let's see if I can show it. You can see, kind of like that. See, I'm just barely kind of flicking it, and it's he's spinning around. So that's a bit unfortunate, but if you do get him in a certain place, then he stays pretty nice. Let me see. You kind of have to kind of push down on him, and he'll stay fine. You see? Oh, now I kind of dislodged him there, but anyway, so it's a little bit unfortunate, but if you get him positioned right, you don't have to worry about it like that. You can see he looks fine there. He just bend him a little bit slightly at the diaphragm, and he'll stay fine. I don't know about if this is just a problem with my figure, because I don't actually have any other Saga Legends Stormtroopers, even though I will shortly, which you'll see in a future video. But so this might be localized just to mine, or there may be others. It just seems like I've noticed that with Stormtroopers that use the same base body that they have that problem. Some do at least, some are fine, so not a problem with all figures, definitely. Like I say, it does not have a waist swivel. You can't turn around, you just have to use the diaphragm joint. At least not that I can tell. Yeah, I can't feel a joint there, even though it looks like it may be right there, but I don't want to try to force it and end up damaging the figure. His legs, you can go in and out. Again, not ball hinged like the Vintage Collection Stormtrooper, but I think this one looks a heck of a lot nicer than that one does. It is a bit hindered, not going forward. You can see going forward you can get a very nice range of motion, but going back it is a bit hindered by his belt. And you can see his little pouch here for his blaster rifle. On this other leg, it's blocked by I guess the butt armor. That's the only thing I can think to call it, but it is blocked on this figure. So you can't really get him to swing his legs back except for at the knees, which you can see. Standard knee joints, you can turn them up and down, and that's about as far forward as you can get. But so you can't have him look like he has a broken leg. Oh, terrible. He can point and flex his ankles, and you can turn around 360 degrees. So a pretty nice amount of articulation on this guy. Again, not as articulated as, say, the Vintage Collection Stormtrooper, but this one I think looks a lot better, and so I'll take a nice sculpt over super articulation. Well, I consider this guy super articulated, but you know, some people might not. So for accessories, as you saw in the box, he comes with this little blaster, which this is something that I really don't like, and I could go off on a little rant about, is these little puny blaster rifles, E11s, that Hasbro's been using for their Stormtrooper figures for ages now. Really, I don't like this thing because it is out of scale with what we saw in the movies. This is more of like a little blaster pistol than an actual rifle. As you can see, you know, just it's a tiny little thing. Personally, I think that the most accurate E11 blaster rifle that Hasbro has ever made was the Power of the Force 2 one, which was a bit bulkier. It was about that long. Oh, if I can get my hands on camera, about that long. So that actually was a larger weapon that was actually kind of rifle size, so it was correctly in scale with the figure. But this, it's a small little pistol, you know, it's like pew pew, it doesn't really do much damage. So yeah, that's my little rant about that. Even including the new one that came with the Lost Line, Vintage Collection Lost Line Sand Trooper, I still felt was underscaled. But that's just a little rant, a little side rant there for you guys. I can zoom out so you can see the whole figure. Nice, really nice figure in my opinion. I got this guy at Marshall's actually several months ago. These Saga Legends figures have been popping up at Marshall's lately, as you can see on the box. Oop, if I can move Stormtrooper out there. I only paid $5 for this guy, which is an absolute steal. He actually goes for a bit more, I believe like $20 online. So great price for this guy. Definitely want to get more, which I am. Again, kind of teasing you guys with a future haul video. And it's not something this may be. Yes, I am going to get for sure. I'll explain it to you guys in a different video anyway, but definitely a great steal for $5 if you can find them at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, any of the discount retailers nearest you. These Saga Legend figures have been popping up there for some reason or another. I guess that Hasbro just found some overstock and decided to ship them out. But definitely a great value at that price. Definitely a great army builder, I think, and in my opinion, the best looking Stormtrooper figure that Hasbro has ever made. So, thank you guys for watching this video as always. Again, I will have a future haul video up the beginning of next week. So a bunch of stuff coming in. Actually, I have several orders from online websites that are going to be coming in at the end of this week and this weekend. So bunch of stuff that's going to be coming in, and I look forward to sharing that with you guys. So thank you guys for watching as always. This is Joker Fett signing out. Bye.